I just think he definitely needs a much more skilled big man. Like if you're
Yeah,
gonna play with him, you have to have some type of a shot. Like AD worked well with LeBron in 2020
right.
because he was able to create an outside presence too,
Yeah,
which opened the lane up for LeBron.
like and when you look at it that way, it's actually not super surprising that they didn't go farther. But it does make sense at this stage of basketball, like especially
Yeah,
considering Shaq. They really want Shaq to come in and play defense, and I think they do already have a defensive identity. So I don't know. I think it's a good move, and the biggest reason I think it's a great move is because of how much Shaq it bothers Shaq that Dwight Howard is Superman.
yeah, yeah.
It is one of the most petty things in Shaq's career, and that's saying something because we've gone through probably 1,000 different petty moments
Yeah,
in this
sure.
guy's career, and I
The
don't
Dwight
think that
Howard thing was always like just extra for no reason. I don't know
it's so
why he was.
ridiculous because
Yeah,
all this guy Dwight for the longest, all he wanted to do was be accepted by Shaq. That's always how it was portrayed. That's always how it was perceived by me.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just interesting because, like, Shaq
Because he was probably a
just totally
fan.
big brothered him
Yeah,
and gave him the cold shoulder and like,
yeah.
fuck this guy. He's
Think,
stealing my money
yeah.
type thing.
Well, think about it, because like Dwight's coming in '04, right?
Yeah.
Shaq's just coming off his 3P, right? He was the main the person who put Orlando on the map. So
Yeah.
this dude was 100% like the biggest Shaq fan, because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and then that's probably why the Superman thing became a thing. And
For sure.
then he goes is like, "Let's go, Shaq." Shaq's like, "Fuck you, I hate
And you
you.
know what's funny? Like,
I
it's
hope
funny because,
everything about you is gone. Like I hope I ruined your life."
but it's funny because we've seen Dwight's whole career now, and we know that he was not a really well liked guy amongst the all stars. And like, there's a reason why he bounced from team to team to team at the end of his career is because a lot of people just did not like him. Like, he did a lot of immature shit. Um, that's been documented. Like, I'll have some of the stuff
But Shaq,
underneath.
Shaq has come on. Shaq
No,
is
no, no,
like,
no, no. This
yeah.
what I'm saying is, uh, I just think Dwight was over there like, "Hey, what's up, Shaq? Shaq, be my friend." Shaq's like, "Get the fuck away from me, you annoying fuck. Fucking nobody likes you. I don't fuck with you. Get over there on the other basket. Go dunk somewhere else. Fuck off. You're not Superman. You're fucking uh, nothing to me. Fuck off. You're not even a hero. Stop stealing my fucking shit." Like, I think, and it's just interesting that, like, nobody ever came to Dwight's defense to say, "Man, Shaq, you give the guy a break, whatever." Like the
So
way they did for JaVale McGee, for example, who was a
yeah.
liked guy.
So to
Like,
put this in perspective, like, because Kobe got a lot of shit for like giving shit to teammates,
yeah,
and like he like though, and I think the Dwight Howard thing was like big. Some people gave him shit about it, but for the most part, a lot of the NBA world was like, "I completely understand why Kobe was an asshole."
yeah, that's my
Like,
point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
most people would have been
there's
like,
stories of Dwight during Team USA, like farting in people's faces and like doing like weird childish shit. Like, it's crazy. And stuff you'd never imagine a 6'10" guy to do. However, looks like he's going to try out for WWE. Good luck with that, Dwight. That'll be cool.
Boy, man.
Oh, I wrote. I'm going to go
put this
through
out
each
because-
and every meeting of Cleveland and Orlando because it's important and it's the narrative of this season. So, first one is very early in the year, within 10 games for both teams, and Cleveland's going to win 102-93. Shaq is going to play 19 minutes and 30 seconds, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, 5 personal fouls, which obviously we know Shaq fouls out a lot, but he definitely was putting Dwight at the free throw line. And Dwight, 5 fouls in his own right, 11 points, 7 rebounds. not even close to where he was at before, or like last year.
Yeah.
So
definitely not the same guy.
Yeah. And so I'm sure Cleveland's looking at it like, sick. We did it. We did it. We did something right. We never do anything right in this fucking stupid organization. We finally got a guy that, like, we thought he would be able to help against Dwight, and he did. Dwight only takes 3 shots in the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
Vince Carter has 29, all-star type stat line from Vince Carter. But
do you think LeBron was a good like a lockdown defender at this point?
I don't know. I'm not going to say he's a bad defender, and he's definitely making the chase down block super famous. But they have to be the best. They were the best defensive team last season because he was, right?
I don't know.
You can't say he was not, because I'm not calling any of these other motherfuckers solid defenders.
Remember, he had Ben Wallace, and they were more physical that 2009 season.
Right.
Like
they did, but they're going to maintain their defensive efficiency this year for sure.
Are they still number 1 in the league?
I'm getting you that in 2 seconds. So they are top 10. They're 7th, and they're 6th in offensive rating, 7th in defensive rating, and 6th in opponent points per game. So they're basically top 5 in all the main defensive statistics per team. They're not number 1.
I don't know. Maybe it's my hater. Maybe I'm still a hater at this point. Whenever we talk about this LeBron, I think I just get like that. Whatever.
I think the defense is underrated for sure, because you're not alone. I think there are a lot of people who think, LeBron's just weak ass. Because this is my thing. This is my thing with that. Okay, to steal a quote from my friend across from me. I don't understand how you can watch a guy like James Harden and then watch this LeBron and go, yeah, they're both not very good defenders. Like,
oh no. That's not what.
But that's like what a bad defender is James Harden on the Houston Rockets in the beginning. That's a bad defender. That's what a bad defender looks like. You don't get to top 5 at defense with him on your team unless he fixes shit. So I think LeBron was a above average, borderline great defender at minimum. Each team went with 2 centers on the floor: Howard and Marcin Gortat, and Shaq and Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Gee, you think fucking they would have gotten away with that in even fucking 2 years from now? No way. Oh my God. The 2020 Lakers would just fucking...
It would have been the worst team in the league.
Beat the white dog shit out of this team. Oh my God.
Yeah, for sure.
Insane.
I promise you Shaq wouldn't think that, though. He'll be like, no, the centers in this league right now, they barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
Even me.
Barbecue chicken alert. What's Draymond Green going to do about me, his little ass?
Yeah.
Fuck, bust him up. But, what do you call it? It was Superman versus Superman, past versus present, showered with booze on every touch. Shaq gave glimpses that he could be Cleveland's missing piece, even though the 37-year-old is no longer the unstoppable force that put the Magic franchise on the map. He helped put Dwight in foul trouble for most of the first half, and it's just crazy because the former Magic big man soaked up all the attention too. He amped up Amway Arena at his pulse, even leaving his hand up a little longer after making free throws. So some of this action with the gooseneck, fucking, and scoffing at the Superman anthem played after Dwight Howard's dunks. God, I hope I can find that. I hope I can find Shaq just being butthurt, getting his panties in the twist over it.
Always saying something about it.
Yeah, of course. I think Shaq always plays a big game when he's matched up against one of the big centers, Mo Williams said. But Orlando fans have long considered O'Neal their biggest villain. It's just crazy.
Oh, for sure.
A very underrated part of the Shaq versus Dwight thing is that it's basically Dwight is Shaq's replacement from the Magic. It took them 10 years to get one,
Yeah.
but they got one.
Yeah.
And it was fucked up because they were like, literally, there was news reports about how Dwight smiles too much when he plays Shaq. Like, come on, man.
Well, that was his biggest thing. Yeah, was
in hindsight, though. In hindsight, man, that is a negative aspect of Michael Jordan's impact on the league. We don't all have to be sociopaths like Kobe and fucking Kevin Garnett. Like, we don't have to fucking be assholes. Some of us can have a good time. Like, it's okay. You can be a happy person and win a championship. But no, Dwight, you're smiling too much when you play Shaq.
How many guys you've seen that's like that, though?
Face.
Yeah. How many guys you've seen that's like that, though?
Oh, I mean, the list is short, but like, there are some that exist. Magic Johnson, for example.
He was a terror, though. Like, he was, like, he was on. Come on. He literally was like all smiling in your face, and then he popped Isaiah, didn't he? Like, come on.
Yeah, but that was later on. That was at his rugged point. Like LeBron. LeBron's not at his rugged point yet. Like, I'm sure that, I guess you're right. I guess to be a multi-time mega champion, you can't be nice. You have to be like kind of a cunt. That sucks.
Like, the only nice guy is kind of Curry, but like not even. Like, he's still an
definitely
asshole.
not. Mr. Fucking, I'm gonna take a shit
an asshole.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't even think of a nice champion off the top of my head.
Mr. Doo-doo on the court, Curry.
Nice. He's a ruthless.
Not when he became a champion, he wasn't. Yeah. Another guy had to have the smile beat out of him. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's what it is. You got to take away that little
basketball is an ugly game at its core, man.
Punching the little kid in the face.
Yeah. Basketball is a fucking ugly sport at its core. You have to be a ruthless, obsessive jerk.
They say it's a game
of men. Done.
Yeah, it's a game of men, you know?
I guess, but come on, man. We can have some sensitivity. We could be soft. Yeah. It doesn't always have to be hard like rock. It doesn't always have to be like that.
That was like kind of.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. That's my gimmick. We are up to our second matchup versus the Orlando Magic, which is in this winning streak. It's the last game of the winning streak. Shaq, 10 points, 6 rebounds, another 5 fucking fouls. And Dwight, 19 points, only 30 minutes played, 19 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks, 5 fouls. So again, kept him in foul trouble.
Yeah.
And Cleveland is going to get the win by 9. And how much did Dwight play in the second half, I wonder? Dwight, 10 points, 4 of 6.
He probably lost
17 minutes. Played the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Vince Carter, no 30 ball this time. It was kind of an all-around effort from the Magic.
Yeah.
What did LeBron have? 32, 8, and 13 assists.
Yeah.
Just some video game shit. 48% shooting. Boobie Gibson had 11 points. J.J. Hickson had 20. Man, I forgot about that guy. Another solid 80 overall in 2K. Great player, J.J. Hickson.
Whatever happened to Mo Williams? Like, he wasn't part of the Shaq trade, right?
No, he was here. He's on this team. I guess he's injured.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost 100%. Now you got me tripping. I saw him, like, he had points earlier. Yeah, Mo Williams. He just was injured.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But 2-0, right? 2-0. Cavs and Shaq over Dwight this year so far.
Yeah.
So
they're only going to play it two times this season, right?
They play 3. The NBA was smart about it. They had them play 3, but.
I mean, I think it's normal for them to play 3. I think it's 3 to 4 with the same conference, and then 2 with opposite conference.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how
it was 4 division, 3 conference, 2 opposite.
Yep.
Yeah. that always confuses me. No, Lindsay's right. Lindsay's right. It's you play one game on the road and one game at home against every team, no matter what, whether they're, and then it's you get 2 more for your division, right? And then it's 3 for the conference. That actually would make sense.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
That does
you
that
usually play the conference more.
Yeah. So that would get you. Yeah, I think that gets you to 82. I never actually thought about that. I always wondered like how they manage that. I don't know why I've never really, just never like one of those things never really crossed my fucking path. But I don't really consider it manning up until you play me straight up. Shaq said, "I've never doubled anybody, so you tell me who the real Superman is." Petty Shaq, Petty Shaq.
So ridiculous.
Fucking the pettiest. Dwight's gonna say it doesn't matter who's on the floor. Just play the game at a high level. Just to play the game at a high level is always fun. Very Shaq, or very Dwight Howard thing to say. It's entertaining for the crowd.
With a smile on his face,
for sure.
Like,
and then the media was like, "You stop fucking smiling, you big bitch. We don't like you being happy." It's entertaining for the crowd. I know he caught the ball one time in the post and the crowd erupted. So, like he was going to do a Superman dunk or something. I don't know what a Superman dunk is. Is that like...
I think that's his...
Oh, and then he teabags the guy? I call it the teabag.
Yeah. But
where he kind of pulls his nuts on their shoulder.
Shaq dunk.
But saddled with 5 fouls, Shaq didn't enter until 7:48 in the fourth quarter, and the game was tied at 94. So O'Neal plugged up the middle during his 19 minutes on the floor, something the Cavaliers sorely needed in their battles with Orlando last season. So far, Dwight had averaged 26 and 13 versus Cleveland last year in playoffs and regular season. In 2 games against Shaq and the Cavs this year, Howard has averaged 15 points and 9 rebounds. Drastically different.
Yeah.
Don't compare me to nobody. Shaq said, borrowing a line from Jay-Z. I'd rather not be mentioned. I'm offended. Fucking stupid. The whole Superman thing kind of bothers him, LeBron said.
I was surprised LeBron was so honest about that. I'm like,
it's so good. It's so hilarious. Oh my god! But in the last matchup, so they go on this 13-game win streak, but then they go on 3 straight losses, and Orlando is that last loss before they get their shit together.
Yeah.
95-101. They're in Orlando. Shaq has 20 in this game. This is the interesting part. This is probably Shaq's best individual scoring performance, but they don't get the win. And Dwight is going to actually go off a little bit in this game too with a regular Dwight stat. 22 points, 16 rebounds, 4 blocks. Did only shoot 47%. So for a big man, that's not super great. But still.
Especially
this
him,
was... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, especially him at this point.
Yeah. This is, from a highlight standpoint, the most fun game. Like, Shaq gets his teabag dunk right on Dwight's face. Dwight comes back, does some nice, dunks of his own, block shots from both guys. Super entertaining. Obviously, LeBron doing LeBron shit, missing from the 3-point line a bunch, but 33, 9, and 6 for LeBron, 2 steals and a block, 5 turnovers, kind of high, but 95-101 Magic is the final. And all in all, I think they versus the Magic, I think they succeeded in their goal. Like, they had a guy who could be with Dwight and not necessarily need a double team, which was Shaq's whole gimmick. Played him one-on-one almost the entire stretch of 3 games.
I just think if that really was their thought process, is we have to beat the Magic, like, and just totally disregarding the Celtics, that just makes no sense. Like,
Well, I don't
Like-
think they were. I don't think they were disregarding the Celtics, but I did feel like because of what had happened to them the year before, the Magic was more of a priority. I'd say that.
Yeah.
I
because I,
get
guess
what you're
they
saying,
lost
but-
because they lost bad to the Celtics, and the year before that they went 7 games with the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's the thought process, but
the Magic was so shocking, and their inside presence was so lacking that they were like, if we don't get somebody to stop this Dwight guy, we don't have to worry about the Celtics. We're not even going to make it there. It'll just be the Magic seeing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that's how they were looking at it, and I think it was relatively a successful thing for them. Obviously, not during the playoffs, but for this regular season, it was a successful mission, I think. He's a big load, Dwight said of Shaq, who had taken offense recently to Dwight being called Superman. I didn't get a pause on he's a big load. I'm surprised.
no, I'm good. We're good.
You just
I mean, have you seen the size of him?
yeah,
Come on, guys.
yeah. Look at his girth. He's ridiculously girthy. But you just got to get in there and fight him. You got to get out there and wrestle with him. You got to make him work. Dwight is one of the. I'll keep going.
No, we're good.
Dwight is one of the only true big men left. I'm sure he doesn't mind a little bit of physicality.
Oh,
Good Shaq, who avoided any verbal jabs at Howard after this one. Only physical jabs. You know,
But
physical. I darn sure don't mind it. 2 big, strong guys, old ball, young ball, going at it. Fun game to watch.
Right. Oh my god. All right. Yo. All right. What's the next game that he plays?
All right, moving on.
Dario's like,
So-
I have no words. I'm
Playoffs?
done.
Yeah. Where does Shaq rank at in the MVP this year?
Oh yeah, right. Fucking -2 for MVP voting. The most interesting thing versus Shaq, Dwight Howard fouled 4.7 times per game, so he was just constantly in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Dwight's going to finish averaging 17.3 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks in his matchups against Shaq. Only 35 minutes a game, and only one game where he played 40 minutes. The other ones were 31 minutes and 32. So he successfully kept him in foul trouble, kept him off the floor, and Cleveland was able to go 2-1 in the regular season against Orlando. And good fucking timing, because Shaq's about to fucking destroy his thumb and be done for the rest of the regular season.